And first at 5, an infant with a broken leg found abandoned in a shed. And tonight, we're hearing from the homeowner who found that baby girl.
This is just such a heartbreaking story. Fox 26's Gabby Hart joining us live from Livingston, where this all unfolded. Gabby, a lot of moving parts to the story.
You guys, this is really one of those stories that you hear it and it makes you go, what? That really happened? Well, investigators say that this father crashed near some railroad tracks. Before he took off, he allegedly left a pair of pants and boots on the tracks, making the conductor think that they'd actually hit a person. So while that investigation was going on, police say that father then ran to a nearby shed, hid out before stealing a truck and abandoning his baby.
Oh, I was like home, you know.
John McClain lives near Marsh Drive in Livingston, Texas, a usually quiet small-town neighborhood. He was never expecting his weekend to pan out the way it did.
I was like, call 911, you know, there's a baby here. And she's like, a baby what?
Around 6:30 Saturday morning, he heard a loud truck speeding and turning around near his driveway. He learned his neighbor's truck had been stolen, so he reviewed his home security cameras.
Looked at the footage. He done went to all of our vehicles and pulled the door handles and checked to see if he could get in one of them before he going down there. Yeah. So we just thought it was a vehicle theft. But the guy on video was, you know, in underwear and socks.
Police came and took a report for the stolen truck. They revealed the suspect had crashed another truck near the railroad tracks not far from John's home. And around 9:30 that morning, hours after the suspect took off, John learned that this was a lot more than a simple auto theft.
When I let the dog out, the dog come right here and was sitting here barking. But then he started barking right towards the shed like, hey, there's something here.
John's 1-year-old schnauzer, Archie, had just alerted the family to a 7 to 8-month-old girl abandoned in their shed.
And I heard that infant cry. So I slid the door open and there was a baby laying in there by that little motorcycle we got on the floor with his belly just looking up at me.
That baby suffered a broken leg and injured femur bone, believed to be from the initial crash. John went further back on his home surveillance camera and learned that the suspect actually went into his shed and stayed for about 3 hours before he stole the neighbor's truck, meaning the baby had been in that shed for 6 hours.
We wrapped her in a towel, took her up to the porch right there, and she just sort of showed comfort and smiled, and we didn't know she was injured or what. She just fell asleep.
And our police did eventually arrest that child's father. He's charged with endangering a child, among other charges. We're also told that officers found meth on him at the time of his arrest. As far as that baby goes, that baby is recovering at the hospital and expected to be okay. CPS is also investigating. I'm live in Livingston. Gabby Hart, Fox 26 News.